It's nice to have you guys here. Thank you so much for joining today's practice session. Uh, I'm so glad you guys are here. So let's get right to it because we don't want to waste any more time. Actually, we're going to start by talking about the setup for today. So let's get right to it. Now, one thing I'll ask is that as soon as you're joining the class, please go ahead and like the video immediately. Thank you so much for doing that. So we'll start with the chat type here, and we're going with the candlestick chart type. You understand? And we're going to enable this timer and disable this auto scroll thing. Then we'll move to the time frame section. We'll go in with M1 time frame. And hey, Raphael, it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. Thank you so much for joining. It's nice to have you here. So we'll go to the trade time here. Hey, Mojid, it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. So we'll click on this and we'll choose the M1 because you know that. Yeah, thank you so much, Mujid. It's nice to have you here. Thank you so much. It's nice to have you here. Thank you, Raphael, also. Please go ahead and like the video immediately as you join. Thank you so much for doing that. That was very thoughtful of you, so I really appreciate that. So we'll go to this trade time here. And, this is the regular mode. From yesterday, still on M5, so I'm switching to M1. But we're actually going to be using this flag mode. You understand? So we'll click on M1. Then we'll make sure that the second hand is on 0. It's very very important for M1 that we have the second hand on 0, and that's it basically. Now let's load a reasonable amount over here. Yes, it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Ofejiro Gudu 9414. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. It's nice to have you here. Thank you very much for joining. We're going to take some amazing trades today, and I'm going to explain all the trades. We have this QM here. Now, you know what? I think today is better for us to do a top-down analysis. Let's know the market's movements. You understand? So over here, we'll be going with 12.5% of our balance, basically. Though today I actually feel like going crazy in the markets. So you know what? Let's just go 25%, at least for the first trade. Then let's see how we move from there. Now also, we have a QM here. You know what? I'm gonna mark the QM first, then I'll do a top-down analysis of the market actually. So we'll check M3 to see the engulf. Okay, we have an engulf here. That's good. So let's check lower time frame to mark our entry. Now we have an entry right on this round number, so that's a good sign already. You understand? So we'll just go down to mark this. We'll mark this level here, and we'll mark it as a lower time frame entry. It's as simple as that, basically. So you can see. So let's check S15 also. Okay, we have another entry on that same area. So we're going to mark it also. We'll keep the previous entry. Then we'll mark this new one as another lower time frame entry. Yes, guys, please go ahead and like the video. Thank you so much for doing that. Yeah, thank you so much for joining, guys. Hope you guys are feeling great today. It's nice to have you here. We have a QM here. So we're in the process of actually marking the QM. Yes, I'm still gonna go over the setup for today. I'm still gonna go over it one more time because I know some of you were not around when I was going over the setup. So we'll do it one more time, okay? So we have 2 entries right now. There's a S15 entry, which is this gray one, and there's this S30 entry, which is this purple one. You can see right here. So now while we're waiting on that, let me quickly do the setup again one more time for all those who missed it. You understand? So over here right now, we're using the chart type, the candlestick chart type. We enable this timer, I will disable this auto scroll thing. Then we're on the time frame, we're using M1, and we're using a flag mode here with M1 and with the second hand on 0. It's very important that this second hand is on 0. You understand? And we're going with 25% of the balance just for the first trade to, get a feel for the market. Now, this market is already looking like a basic market structure pattern. But what I want to do is, let's go to M15. Let's go and do a top-down analysis of the market. I think we might actually be correct when we say we have a basic market structure pattern. Look at this. Now, right now, we're in a range on higher time frame. On M15 is actually a range. And you can see we're almost having this red-green pattern here for the past 2 hours. Let me see. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. Almost 2 hours now. We've been having this red-green pattern, but no problem. So what we do here right now is we check S15, M15, I mean. You understand? And the market seems like a basic market structure, just like M1 was saying. So M5 and M1 is they're kind of, so let me mark those two, the first two markings. I'll mark them as white, no, I should mark them as white because they are from S15, basically. You understand? I'm marking this one also as white because from M5. So let me just quickly do this. Fine. So price is coming into our QM now. We're going to take the trade. But let's quickly do M3 right now. Let's check M3 to make sure that. So you can see now with M3 now we're getting that basic market structure pattern. You understand? And that's exactly what M1 is saying. So the thing is, I'm not going to color what we have on M3, I'm going to keep it real like that for M1 as of M3. So over here right now, in the grand scheme of things, we have basic market structure, you understand? But we have in between, we have a QM. I'm going to go with the sellers. Immediately price touches that QM area. You understand? That'll be our first trade of today. If price comes into this area, I really hope they come inside because I really want us to take the trade. So we'll just wait for this trade and we'll take it right away. So let's go. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be this is the fourth candle on this, and the fifth candle is going to be a fifth candle theory. Sorry, I can't read the comment section right now, but I would come back. I did that soon. I can see you. It's nice to have you here. It's nice to have you here. Don't worry. I'll come and check your message, your comment quickly. But right now, I'm just concentrating on taking this trade before I check any other thing. So this is going to be the fifth candle theory. I have a feeling price is going to come into this entry and they're going to pull back if that's what the market wants to do. So I would really like it to pull back on this fifth candle. So if it comes here, we'll take the trade. Yes, we'll take the trade here. I'm expecting a pullback. So let me check your messages now. Aridoto, please go ahead and send me a dot. Let me read your message. You understand? I'm expecting a pullback here. Okay, cool. That's going to be a winning trade. Aridoto, thank you so much for joining. Investor BJ, thank you so much for joining. Subteria, I hope you're feeling great today. It's nice to have you here. Thank you, Adidoto. Subteria, it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. That was a beautiful trade. It was a beautiful QM trade, I really like that. It was a very, very beautiful QM trade. Now, let me explain this trade quickly for anybody who is a beginner here and who doesn't understand. Now, if you're a beginner here, please give me the next 2 minutes. Just hold on in 2 minutes, okay? And I would actually give you the full gist of how you can get started also. You understand? So just 2 minutes. Subtera, thank you so much for joining. My brother from South Africa. It's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. So now this strategy is called a QM strategy. You understand? And it starts when you have this ABC to the upside. ABC is like a zigzag movement, like this up, down, up movement. That's ABC. And it pushes to the downside. You understand? Now, when you have the push to the downside like that, that's what you have a QM. Like ABC to the upside, push to the downside, that's a QM, basically. And when that happens, um, when that happens, the most important thing to do is to go to higher time frame. Look at, we have M3 here. We go to our time frame to search for an engulf. If you have an engulf, that's going to be a high time frame confirmation. You understand? And because of that, you understand, we went to lower time frame to go and look for entries. Now the entries we are looking for are the entries above the QM shoulder. You can see we have an entry right above the QM shoulder, and I checked MS15 also. We found another entry just around that QM shoulder. You can see it's just around it. No, you can see. So that's how the trades go basically. And you go back to M1, then we wait. You can see we wait for our entry. Price comes into this entry. We take the trade right here with the sellers, and price pull back and gives us a winning trade. So that's a very, very beautiful. That's a very, very beautiful trade. So I went with the with 25% for the first trade. I'm reducing the risk right now to 12.5% of the whole balance again. You understand? Now there's a supply area up here. I was explaining the QM. I would have taken advantage of this supply. That would have been another beautiful trade. Look at this. Another very beautiful trade, but no problem. You understand? We will look for another very good opportunity in the market. You understand? It happens like that sometimes. Like when you are explaining, yes, Papi official, it's nice to have you here. The time frame we're using currently is M1. I actually announced the setup in the beginning of this live. We're using the M1 time frame, and the trade time is M1. But you remember, we're using this flag mode. Anytime you're using flag mode, your trade will close when your candle closes. That's it. That's the way we set it. We set it so that the trade will close when candle closes. You get the gist. So that's the best way to really, really go about it. And remember, we have this white line from M15. You understand? Is a resistance line. So if price breaks this resistance line, now we can go with the sellers because we're inside a supply area. You understand? Investor BJ, thank you so much for joining. Now let's quickly address all the beginners in the house. So if you're a beginner in the house, please go ahead and like the video right now, and also subscribe to the channel if you have not already. You understand? Because this is where you get all the best. When I say all the best, I mean this is where you get the authentic binary option information. You understand? So if you don't have an account, and this is your first time, you want to learn more about binary options, the first thing you need to do is to go ahead. Yes, Ademola, thank you so much for joining. It's nice to have you here. I hope you're feeling great today. So the first thing you need to do right now we have a doji here. You understand? You see this doji might start giving us a red green pattern. So what I will do right now is to mark this doji range. Let's mark this doji range quickly because this doji seems like a very good doji that would give us a red green pattern. A beautiful Barbie, thank you so much for joining from Edo State, Nigeria. Thank you so much. It's nice to have you here. Thank you very much. Hope you're feeling great today. Yes, I'm still on the beginners, but I sometimes when you see an opportunity, you just have to quickly take advantage. So I'm looking at this opportunity right now. If we have a doji break, we can go with buyers. Okay, fine. I've seen the confirmation. Yes, yes. I'm glad you're fine. I'm glad you're doing good. So we will go ahead and mark this supply area, demand area in the lower time frame. So I'm taking this trade right now. I'm going with the buyers. No hesitation. We're going with the buyers. Yes. I'm expecting a green candle. If it comes down below the round number, I'll take one more. So now let's continue now. So while this trade is going, yes, do you do live trade every day? Yes, for now I'm doing every day. You understand? ADBC, it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Would you say you've been profitable this month? Yes, I've been profitable this month. Uh, is that Okobo something? Sorry, I couldn't read your name clearly. Sorry about that. You understand? Um, Sorry, I couldn't read your name. Yes. So as I was saying, if you are a beginner here, and okay, Angelina Webb, thank you so much for joining. Okay, Matthew. Oh, it's nice to have you here. It's Matthew from John. Thank you so much for joining. Now, if you're a beginner here, you understand, all you need to do is to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That's the first thing. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yes. Please go ahead and like this video before you leave. You understand? And if you're here right now, no, yeah, it happens like that, and we need to solely so. Sorry, I couldn't read that name. It's normal for trades to like go sideways sometimes. So it's a very normal thing. You expect the price to go up and it comes down. It happens all the time. You get it just. So you have to always be prepared for that as a trader. A trader has to be prepared for a few losses here and there. You cannot take profits without taking losses. You understand? Guys, please go ahead and like the video. Thank you so much. So that the rest of our colleagues can join us. Now, if you're a beginner here, I'm going to ignore the comment section for a while. So you may want to pause sending messages right now. No, I can't do that right now, ADBC. You understand? So I'm going to ignore the comment section right now for this announcement, okay? So as I was saying, if you're a beginner here, the first thing you want to do is to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Now, the second thing you want to do, if you don't have an account, go ahead in the description of this video, click the broker link. I have a broker, like a registration link for the for the broker. You'll see there. So go ahead and click the broker link. You understand, and that will bring you straight to where this platform where we are currently trading, and you can just go ahead and I can go with the buyers now. If I have gap down, okay, no gap down, I would have gone with the buyers. I'm expecting the buyers to come in. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth candle is expected to be a divergent. You understand? So so the first thing you need to do is to click on the broker link. It will take you to the platform where we are currently using right now. You understand? And right now, as it is right now, you will register with your email, and once you register with your email, you understand, you come back to this channel, and I have something for all the beginners. It's in the playlist section of this video, of this channel. It's called binary option for beginners. Now, in the playlist consists of 16 like foundational videos that you need. You understand? Yes. Please go ahead and watch all the 16 videos on this particular playlist. It's very, very important that as a beginner you have all the foundational knowledge you need. It's very important. You understand? Now, once you are done watching that, the next playlist to watch is called live trade sessions. This is where I personally take like my own personal live trade sessions. You understand? this is where I actually take those trades. You understand? So my own personal life trade sessions, I explain all the strategies I'm using here right now, the QM strategy, the doji break strategy, everything. I explain everything in details. So go ahead and watch live trade sessions. That's where my real account, that I use it to explain all these things. You get the gist. Now, very, very, very important, guys. We have Gem World in the house. You understand? Moji, thank you so much for bringing that to my attention. Yes, we have Gem World in the house. Now let's welcome Gem World especially to today's live session. The thing there is, Gem World is one of our biggest OGs on the channel right now. You understand? And she's one of our biggest supporters too. She supports our channel, you understand, day in, day out. So I'm so grateful for that. Thank you so much for joining Gem World. It's nice to have you here. Fental G61 G6I, it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. Yes, thank you so much. It's nice to have you here. Thank you very much. Yes, sorry guys. As I was doing the announcement, I saw some of your comments, but I was not going to pay attention to it because I needed to run through that. So you can go ahead and send your comments now. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Okay. I was expecting the buyers to come in here, but the sellers took over the market down here. So let's look for another opportunity in the market. Let me clear all this quickly. Okay, why don't I use 15 seconds trade? That's not the training I have actually. I actually trained with 1 minute, so I go with 1 minute. I actually trade 1 minute, 5 minutes, you understand, 15 minutes, yes. So if I had the training for 15 seconds, I would have done that basically. You understand? So anything you want to do in trading has to go along with how you trained actually. You understand? So what I know is what I'm actually teaching also. You understand? So that's how it is basically. Why don't you use fractal strategy? I usually don't use indicators actually. I read the candlesticks. You understand? It's the my strategy is based on candlestick psychology. So I read the candlesticks and I make decisions based on that. Basically, it's as simple as that. So we look for very good opportunities in the market and we take trades based on that. No, it's not bad, but it's a very personal thing. I don't know who does that, but I don't do that. You understand? It's as simple as that. I don't know anybody who does that, but I'm not going to do that. It's as simple as that. Okay, we have a supply here, and it's a very strong supply area. Oh, I marked it wrongly though. I should mark it as a Jack Credo. It's nice to have you. Thank you so much for joining. No, this is not SMC. This is binary options trading. This binary options trading. It's very similar to the futures trading in forex, but the time frame for these ones are very, very tight. This is just, you can choose 1 minute time frame, you can choose 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour. You understand? You can choose all that, but basically we're trading 1 minute this time around. So that's how it is. So we'll keep checking the market until we find a very good opportunity. Okay, I was expecting the buyers to come in before, but right now the buyers came in later. So we're kind of in a very big range here. You can see now it's a very big range. Now there's no opportunity in this market for us right now. So we'll just I'm actually waiting for price to come into this supply so that we can take a very good trade. But let's go into the lower time frame I want us to find an entry inside this. We have a QM inside also, so that tells you that it's a very strong supply entry. Okay, I found the entry. This is the entry right here. So we're trading this supply right now just as a supply. If price comes into this area, I'm taking the trade with the sellers. So should we just wait for it and take the trade? Okay, fine, let's take the trade. I'm expecting a pullback from here. Now, it may not happen. Like I said, usually traders, okay, fine. That was a beautiful trade. Now, I will explain the trade very soon. Just let me mark everything for you because that was a very fast trade and you may be wondering what just happened. Well, I'll show you quickly. So this is supply area. Let me mark it as a lower time frame entry. Let's mark it quickly. We'll go back to M1. Then let me show you what happened. Now, this is a very strong supply area. How do you know it's a strong supply area? Look at this momentum that came out of this supply. You can see the supply. Look at the momentum that came pushed down into the market like that. Now, it's a very strong area. So it tells you that if price comes back into this area, you understand, we're going to have a pullback. But you see, because we're in binary option, now if we're just trading SMC, just like our friend mentioned just now, if we're trading SMC, we wouldn't bother too much about all this. We will just take the trade immediately it enters and wait for price to come down, because eventually, the sellers will push down the price. You can see this candle is a reversal sign here, so it tells you that we're going to have some sellers. In fact, let me take a little bit of trade here. I'm expecting the sellers to give us a red candle here right now. But the trade we actually took was on this entry, you can see. So we went to lower time frame to find where exactly the sellers are in the markets. And we took the trade while we're still this thing. So immediately price came into this area. We took the trade right here. Price pulled back. It gave us a winning trade. I was expecting a red candle because of this reversal sign, but it's as if it's not going to happen, but no problem. Okay, the pullback is still happening. If you have a gap up, I'll go with the sellers again because I'm actually expecting the sellers to come in. You understand? So let's see if the sellers come in now. We have a gap up. Now gap ups are in favor of the sellers. So anytime you have a gap up, you should expect the sellers to push into the market. You see this first candle, this inverted hammer head candle is a reversal sign. And anytime you have this kind of candle in a critical area like this, it means reversal. Now, anytime you have a spinning candle in a critical area like this, it also means reversal. So I'm expecting the red candle, like the sellers, to push into the market from this critical area. So let's just see if that's going to happen or not. We have less than 13 seconds left. So let's just see. I hope the buyers don't push in the last 10 seconds. Okay, cool. The sellers finally took over the market. Now we have a gap down. Now we cannot go with the sellers again, so we wait. You understand, and look for other opportunities in markets. Now, if you're finding value in this style of content, you understand, please go ahead and like the video. Yeah, thank you so much for joining. Yes. Oh, sorry, Jack Reed, you were saying something. I couldn't read your message. Sorry, I guess I was engrossed in the explanation. Please go ahead and like the video. Please, let's just like the video like at once, like the whole community to just like it at once. You can double tap your screen to like the video if you are you're using your phone. Just double tap the screen, it will like automatically. Let's look for another trade. We'll keep an eye on this market. Okay, let's keep an eye on this market. We're still in a very big range here, and price is ranging up. Look at it, down, up, down, up and down. So it's going up right now. You understand? The sentiment of the market is still upwards. They're going to let me clear all this. In fact, let me just clear this whole market because I don't want it to be too confusing. You see, we have a supply up here. Supply area is where you have the sellers, you understand, and sellers can always like they can always respond to the market from that area. Oh my god, guys, Gem World has done it again. Yes, this is what I used to talk about when I say Gem World is the OG of this channel. Gem World has finally done it again, guys. Help me thank Gem World for the this is for the 2000. Oh my god, Gem World, thank you so much. Now, guys, I've always wanted to say this. If you want to become an OG like Gem World, all you need to do is to make use of the super chats, the super thanks, or the super stickers. But thank you so much, Gem World. She has been one of the biggest supporters. You understand? And she doesn't back down, she doesn't give up. She knows that, the kind of value we are putting out here is premium value content, and that's the reason why she keeps supporting us. So thank you so much, Gem World. I really appreciate it. Guys, let me thank her. Let me thank her. See, she's been doing this for a very long time, back to back, and she has not backed down for once. So, guys, let me just thank her. Thank her for me, please. This is beautiful. Thank you, Gemod. God bless you. You understand? She's an amazing. She's one of the biggest supporters of this channel. Yes. Some of you are beginning to support the channel also. You understand? We have some new channel members. Yes, and if you also want to support the channel, you can consider being one of our Barter-Pro channel. You can consider being doing this Barter-Pro channel membership. Yes. So with the channel membership, you have some extra perks. There's some early access to some videos that we post. You understand that the members have this like no holds barred they just have this no hold barred access to, you understand, all the behind the scene videos that we make. You understand, they have access to most of all of them. You understand. So thank you so much, Gemworld. Thank you for all the channel members. You guys are really really making this a reality for us. So thank you very much. I really appreciate. Thank you. Matthew, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Ecom James, thank you so much. It's nice to have you here. If I've not given you a shout out, please go ahead and say hi in the comment section. Let me give you a shout out. And guys, please go ahead and like this video right now. It's very, very important that you go ahead and like the video. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's nice to have you here. So go ahead and say hi in the comment section. Let me give you a shout out. You understand? It's very, very important that we do that. We do recognize each other's presence. You understand? There's one. Hey, Rich, fix it. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. It's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. It's nice to have you here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I'm actually take this trade. I'm looking for a reason. Okay, I might go after this round number. Yes, after this candlestick. After this candle closes, I'm going with sellers. It's the fifth candle, and we will use the fifth candle theory plus the fact that we are currently inside a supply area and we have a seller's entry. So I'm going with the sellers right now. I hope it goes above that round number or give us a gap up. That would be amazing. Yes. Oh, come on. I want to take the trade above this round number, but I'm expecting a red candle though. So let's just leave it like that. I'm expecting a red candle. I'm expecting a red candle. So, okay, cool. That's good. This is now the reason why I took this trade is very simple. Oh, it's even a thought breakout. Can you imagine? I didn't see the thought breakout before I actually took the trade. But this is a beautiful trade, guys. Oh, I should have taken more entries because this is a beautiful trade, guys. Now there's this strategy called thought breakout. I teach my students this particular strategy. Now, anytime you have this a level like this, and you know what? Let's this trade close. I would explain the whole trade. You understand? You find this is a very beautiful trade. Okay, now let me show you quickly. This is what I mean. Let me mark. Let me mark this. I didn't see the total breakout, but it's a very beautiful trade. Why don't you trade real money if you're so confident? I've explained this several times, but no worries. You understand? if you want to watch my real life where I trade my real account, it's very simple. All you need to do, can you explain why you took the trade close to the round number? Yes, I will explain. Now, if you want to watch my real life trade from my real account, all you need to do, at what time do you trade generally? Right now, just for now, as well, thank you so much for joining. I trade around this time, you understand? For now, you get the gist. After a while, it's going to change. As it is right now, I'm in the middle of projects and all that. So, I just squeeze out this time to actually. Oh my God, this trade is so beautiful, man. I'm seeing other reasons why we should have taken this trade. Okay. You know what, guys? Let me just. Don't worry. I may ignore the comment section for now. Let me explain this trade quickly. Because this trade is so beautiful. I would need to take a screenshot right now and send it to everyone on Telegram. Now, if you are yet to join the Telegram channel, go ahead and click the Telegram channel link in the description below. Now, let me explain this trade quickly, guys. You see, over here, there's this strategy called first touch. It's called touch breakouts. So let me mark it for you so that you can see it. You see, this is a level. If you look at the level, I'll mark the active zone of the level so that you can see it clearly. This is the active zone. This is the active zone of the level. Look at it. I'll just mark it for you. Then I'll label it properly so that you can see it. You see, this is the active zone for the level. It's very easy to see if I mark it like this for you. You can see. Now, the strategy states that when you have a level like this and price comes down and goes back into that level and rejects the second time, if price pulls back from that second time and pulls back and gives us a lower low, this is a lower low. Look at this. This is a lower low area. This is a low. We have a low here. Let me mark it properly. So this is a low. This is a lower low. You can see. This is going to be our first touch. So you have first touch low. Then we have second touch. Then we have lower low. You can see. Now, if price comes back into that level, this and break the level, this is going to be our third touch breakout. You understand? You can see this price broke this level. You understand? And you see this candle is a Marabozu candle. You understand? Now, Marabozu candles are they are reversal candles. So the strategy says that we can go with the sellers. This is going to be our trade. Sorry, I'm not going to read that comments for now. Hold on. You have a time to resend your comment, then I'll read it. Okay, let me just finish this explanation. So this is going to be your trade, and if you check my real the playlist section, I told you to watch that live trade session playlist where I trade my real account. I've traded this strategy on my own personal account with my own personal money several times. In fact, there were some times when I just started this channel. This strategy was my bread and butter. You understand? I'm telling you, I traded this strategy a lot of times. You understand? And I made a lot of money with it. There was a particular challenge I did. It was I think $5 to $50. Then later we got to 100. This was the major, like, let me say, like 70% of all the trades I took in that challenge was total breakout, basically. You understand? So I'm telling you, this strategy works. All you need to do is learn it properly. Now, there are some people I want to I'll send this to the Telegram channel later. Now, there are some people I want to address in the market, in the live session right now. Please go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel right now. You understand? Now, if you would like me to train you personally, like on a personal level, you want me to train you one-on-one, you understand? All you need to do is to join the Barter-Pro mentorship. Now, the link to join the Barter-Pro mentorship is in the description below. Click on the description, the Telegram channel link. Click on Telegram channel and send me a message on Telegram. Just say, I would like to join Barter-Pro mentorship, and I'll give you all the details you need. I'm going to tell you how much it will cost. I'm going to tell you what the schedule will be like. I'm going to tell you what our how we're going to go about the whole shebangs. You understand? Everything, how we're going to go. I'm going to take you step by step. You understand? Hold your hand. We're going to go precept upon precept, foundation, like from the foundation down to, you understand, to the pro level strategies. We're going to talk about everything you get. So if that's what you want and you want to learn fast, all you need to do is to click the Telegram channel link and send me a message on Telegram. Now, if you get to Telegram, you may not, the comment section does not work. All you need to do is to click that tag called at Barter-Pro mentorship, and it will bring you to my chat room where I'll give you all the information you need. You understand? So thank you. Now you can go ahead and ask the questions now. There was someone that was trying to ask the question the other time, but I was not there to answer. If we have a gap up, I'm going to go with the sellers again because we have a supply area here. And this is also a as well. Thank you. It does rejection come down. Yes, I was expecting it to come down actually. If we have a gap up here, I'll go with the sellers one more time because we have a supply area here. Oh yeah, now give us a gap up. Can you give us gap up, please? Gap up, no. Okay, I'll still go with the sellers with small amounts because this whole area is a supply area and it's also an order block. You understand? We have a fair value gap there. So I'm going to take the trade, with the sellers. I'm expecting the sellers to give us a red candle. So this area right now is a supply area. So it's more like a supply area in a supply area. You get the gist. So this is a supply area. I'm going to mark it as a supply. I'm expecting the sellers to push the price to the downside. You understand? Now we combine a lot of reasons before we take our trades. We don't just take random trades. Now, you may take your trade and it may end in a loss. It doesn't mean that's the end of the world. You understand? Because you see, traders we take our trades with respect to probability. We don't really know 100% for sure if we're going to have a green or a red. You get the gist. But one thing we know for sure is that if we keep taking our trade based on the highest probability, you understand, the probability of us actually winning the trade is going to be on the high side. And you need to learn the strategy first. That's the most important thing. So look at this area now. The reason why we took this trade is because it's, at first, the first thing I saw was that it's another block. Look at this. This whole area is another block. Let me show you. Some people may not actually understand what I mean by order block. So let me show you where the order block is and where the demand and the supply area is. So this is what I mean. You see this whole area. Oops. Now you see this whole area is the order block. This is the order block area. You understand? All this area. Now, the supply area is just this part. You understand? Now, you have the sellers. Hey, Hassan Khan, thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. It's nice to have you here. So over here, you can see now, we have the order block right now. Now, we have the fair value gap. This is where the fair value gap is. Let me mark it for you. I'll mark it again. Sorry, my S Pen is. Now you see all this area right now. Sorry, my pen is acting up. Okay, cool. You see all this area right now, this fair value gap. You understand? This fair value gap. Oh, let me just remove this. All this area is fair value gap. You understand? All this area, the way it is right now. This is where the fair value gap is. But I don't trade the fair value gap. I trade just the order block and the supply area. You understand? So I knew that if price comes back into this area, you understand, we will have a very good trade. I was expecting a gap up, but it didn't happen. But we have a round number here. So I took the trade right on this round number. Price gave, and the sellers gave us a red candle. You understand? These are how we take our trades. Now, if you don't see your if you don't see your what they call it, your if you don't see your setup, you don't take the trade. It's as simple as that. You get the gist. That's how we take our trades, and that's the reason why binary option. Sorry for that because I really don't understand what you're saying, but I've been doing this for more than 3 years right now. So, anyways, back to the so let's look for a very good opportunity in the market. You understand? Let's look for a very good opportunity in the market. Oh, this is a beautiful one also. We have a beautiful one here. Okay. You see, there's this strategy called point of decision strategy. That's what we're about to use in here. Also, we have okay, let's deal with this point of decision strategy quickly. I'm going to explain the trade. Oh, okay. Let me just quickly mark all the entries because this is a lower time frame entry for us. If price comes here, we're going to go with the sellers. I'm going to show you. If price comes here, we'll take the trade with the sellers. So let's go back to M1. Or you know what? Let me mark this one as a lower time frame entry. Then we'll check if we have another entry below it because I have a feeling we may have some good entries just below that area. Okay, let's check S10. Let's check S10. Okay, fine. You can see. Now let me check S5 because I need a very clean entry, not an ambiguous one. Okay, it was only that S10 entry. You see that S10 entry is not very it's not very convincing, but we have it above a round number, so I'm going to mark it. Here we go. So it's not convincing, so I'm not going to take a very crazy trade on it, but I'll keep it in mind. I'll just mark it. You understand? Let's just mark it quickly. I'll mark it blue. I may not actually take a trade on it, I may not actually take a trade on it at all. But there's a trade I probably may be able to take here. You see, we have a common point of rejection down here. If price comes into this area under this round number, I'm going with buyers because this is a common point of rejection trade. Now, for those who don't understand what common point of rejection is when you have a bunch of rejection. Look at this. You see all this rejection here right now. Now, if price comes back into that rejection area, now I'm going to combine it with this round number, this 0.6934. I'll take a trade. You get the gist. Now, I could also combine a trade on this round number and take a trade. You get the gist. So there's a whole lot of opportunity when you have bunch of common point of rejections right now, but sometimes you have to be able to combine it with other reasons in the market. You understand? Like for example, if we are expecting a red candle, going with a trade down here will be risky, but if we're expecting a green candle, then we can go with a trade down here because we're expecting the sellers to push the price to the upside basically. And you can see the market is trending upwards too. Now we may also have a liquidity sweep to the downside, that will just keep pushing because anytime we have ranging markets like this, it's all about the market is building liquidity, so it may just push to the downside, but that may happen after price gets into this entry. Let me mark it properly so that you can see it. So above this round number will be a nice place to take a trade. I'm going to reduce the risk amount. Let me reduce it further because price may shoot up and may not pull back. You understand? But I'm looking at this market sequence here. The highest market sequence we have here is three green candles. You understand? The house always wins. Uh, yes, most trader always lose. Actually, you're very correct. Now, traders don't know what they are doing. They may not always win, but they end up winning eventually too. So you just need to know what you're doing. That's all. You understand? So if you know what you're doing and you lose, then maybe you lack discipline. Yeah, trust me, there's a whole lot of reason why people lose in the market. You understand? But not knowing what you're doing is like the number one thing. Trust me, a lot of people they come to the market to come and gamble. They are not really serious, they are not disciplined. They say they will do one thing, they will not do it. They do the opposite of what they plan to do. You know all these things I'm talking about. A lot of people have lost money, and some people they have decided not to give it what it really takes, like the kind of level of seriousness it takes. You understand? I have my students here right now. They have seen most of my students go from 20, from 20 all the way to 3,000. I've seen most of my students go from 100 to 40,000. So if I'm training people like and they are having those kind of amazing results, that tells you that something may be wrong somewhere. You understand? And these are students that are here right now. Like they will tell you, you understand, that they are living witness to all the strategies that we teach here. You get the gist. So you can see now. That's the reason why I went with low amounts. You understand? We lost that trade by 3 points. Just by 3 points. So I'm going to take this trade here. I'm expecting a pullback. If the pullback doesn't happen, it's fine, because this area is not the exact area I want to trade actually. Now let me go to the real amount I want to trade. In case price comes into this area, I'm going to take the trade here. I'm expecting a pullback. You understand, from here. Okay. So like I said, this previous entry is not a very. Oh, come on. I entered too early. This is where I should have entered actually. So I'm expecting a pullback here. Oh, I lost one of the trades by. Oh, okay. I didn't lost it. It was break even. That's beautiful. You can see that now. That first entry I took was a break even, but this one was a winning trade. So that's lovely. Now we have a gap up. I want to take a trade here, a very small trade, because um I'm just going with $2. I'm expecting the sellers to push the price down to give us a red candle actually. But even if they don't give us a red candle, above this round number is a very good place to enter. So I'm expecting a pullback from this round number here. So because round numbers act like support and resistance in the market. So you can see now trades that I'm not very sure about. I'm reducing the risk amount. I'm taking it with tiny amounts. You understand? But the ones I'm very, very sure about, I'm going all in with the real amount I want to enter the market with. This is how you do dynamic risk management with your money. You understand? The most important thing is that you take the proper trade you're meant to take. You understand? And you don't lose your cool in the market. You get the gist. Either you're winning or losing, it doesn't matter. Now, another thing I want to tell you is that, see, when you take certain trades and maybe you've gotten to some extent, where is it? The first trade we took was, okay, look at this. We've taken a lot of trades today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, 21. Now we've taken 21 trades. Oh, I was expecting this red candle here. Now we've taken 21 trades. Now 21 trades itself is too much. You understand? That's over trading already. Because normally, if I was trading my real account, I'll just take anything between 4 to 5 trades and I'm out of the market. It's as simple as that. Now, another thing that kills a lot of traders is over trading. We have you understand? You see, you cannot expect to take more, like too many trades in the market and not lose your balance. You understand? Because greed is one major thing that a lot of people need to fight. You understand? I know it's not easy to fight greed, especially when you're winning the market. You want to keep winning. You want to keep taking the trades, but indeed, you should not continue taking those trades like that. When you've taken a certain amount of trades, you should just stop. You get it? Just that's how it is. It should be in the market, basically. And hey, Prime Mind, it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. So really, really, oh, I should have gone with the buyers here. I wanted to go with the buyers, but no problem. It's okay. When you have this overlapping level, it's a demand area. The buyers are there, and they're going to give you a very good green candle. Yes, guys, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Yes, and like this video. Thank you so much for joining, guys. If I've yet to give you a shout out, please go ahead and send me a hi in the comment section. Let me give you a shout out. So please go ahead. You understand? Yes, go ahead. Say hi in the comment section. Don't be shy at all. Let's welcome you specially. Let's give you a warm welcome. You understand? You deserve a shout out for being here, for staying up this late. You understand? I know it's not easy. You get it, just now. If you want to join the Barter-Pro mentorship, go ahead and click the Telegram channel link in the description. You understand? And send me a message on Telegram. I want to join the Barter-Pro mentorship, and I'll be there to give you all the information you need concerning the mentorship. I feel like going with the buyers. Can you give me a gap down? Oh, you know what? Let me still go with the buyers because I expect a green candle here, and I'll tell you why. Same reason as the other trade I missed the other time. Where this candle is an exhaustion candle and it broke an overlapping level. I'm expecting the buyers to come in and give us a green candle here. You understand? So let's see how that happens. We have about 30 seconds left. So let's just wait for it. So you should always have a very good reason to take your trades. You understand? We have exhaustion candle, breaking an overlapping level. You understand? We have uptrend. You understand? The market is still trending up, so I'm expecting the buyers to give us a very good candle. You understand? So normally, one thing I tell people in the market, see, when you make some amount, leave the market. See, you've made 66% of your balance. You can just leave the market. You don't have to lose everything you've made, and you don't have to get to 1,000 before you leave in that session. You understand? You can break your sessions down, trade down into different sessions and come in. Normally, what I would do if I have this kind of 66% of my balance, I'm taking the initial 100 I came in with. I'm taking it out, and I'm taking some out also. So you see me come back into the market. I'll probably start with 35. You understand? Then I will try and build up to 50. Then I can now build that 50 back to another 100. Then I'll take another session again, build another 100 back to maybe back to 150. Then little by little like that, you grow it. But you are running risk free. Why? Because you are using profit to make profit. You get it? Just this is how you take your trade, guys. You understand? And you can learn how to be sustainable in the market. All you need to do, join the Barter-Pro mentorship. I'm going to teach you one-on-one, take you through all the process. It's as simple as that, basically. You understand? So that's how it is. That's how it is, guys. That's how it is. So that's how you can be profitable in the market consistently. You understand? You don't have to do everything at once, like get to 1,000 in immediately. No, it's gradually. You get the gist. So that's one major thing I want to teach tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you guys learned something. I'll be signing out right now, but thank you so much for joining. Now, if you want to join the Telegram channel, click the link in the description. Go ahead and like this video, please, guys. Double tap your screen and like the video. It's not very difficult. Yes, just double tap your screen right now to like the video automatically. It doesn't take you anything to do that. You get it, just if you are using your computer, go ahead and like the video. Thank you so much for joining. You understand? We'll be back again tomorrow, same time by God's grace. You understand? God willing, we'll be back. If I've yet to give you a shout out, Majid Y1364, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, if I'm yet to give you a shout out, go ahead and send me hi. Let me give you a shout out before I leave. Yes, let me thank everybody for coming. Thank you, Mojid, for coming. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I like this is your new name. It's called Mojid Pro. It's very nice. Thank you so much for Emmanuel. Thank you so much for joining. Emmanuel Coley. It's nice to have you here. Thank you very much. Yes, go ahead, guys. Just send a hi. I'll give you a shout out before we leave. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. I will see you in the next one. Peace. Oh, that Costa holders. Thank you so much for joining. Is there any other person? Go ahead. Don't be shy. Yes, go ahead.